welcome to another chapter of Bad Lighting, Bad Stories featuring 12 Times Peter Has Homework. This is part 7, and it's Clint, which is good because Infinity's Wars didn't have him, so I need some Clint.
They meet in the rafters.
Oh.
Obviously, because that's completely normal. A bit cramped and dark to be doing your homework, isn't it? Clint asked, raising an eyebrow as he popped open one of the air vent covers and peeked in at Peter. So I guess he's not blind. We're going by movie. Mm-hmm. If he can peek. Better than dealing with the risk of them. Peter jerked his head down and sighed, destroying my papers. Clint laughed at that, light and agreeable. Fair enough, he admitted. But is it comfortable? Comfortable enough, Peter shrugged, mimicking Clint's raised eyebrow as he continues. And besides, I figured that nobody would disturb me while I was in here. Clint neatly popped into the air vent and grinned. You're figured wrong, kid. I know that now, Peter groaned and buried his face in his hands. Yeesh, Clint, can't you take a hint? Never. Leave and deprive you of my company? That would be cruel. What would be cruel is if I didn't finish this essay on drugs and handed it in a blank sheet of paper tomorrow. Peter answered in complete deadpan. For some reason, I always bump into you guys while I'm supposed to be doing my homework, and I always have to stay up late to finish it. Hey, kid, I'll even help you with your essay. No problemo. No distractions at all. Peter squinted at Clint's left hand. You have a bedazzler. It sounded like he tried to make it a question, but he ended up too tired to even try to figure it out and put up any pretense. Well, Clint coughed awkwardly, shuffling as much as one could while more than a few feet off the ground. Yes, but Peter levels him with a flat stare. Homework, he whines, low but high, and sicking his puppy dog eyes of doom on Clint.
Ooh.
Puppy dog eyes of doom! Power you didn't know Spider-Man had. And damn if they aren't efficient. Come on, Clint. I'm already really low on my average. But Peter, Clint said, and he's not whining because that's what Peter does and not fully grown men obsessed with the color purple. Well, maybe just a little. But Clint, Peter mimics Clint's voice crawling forward and out of the air vents. Peace and quiet, he grumbles, throwing his hands up into the air. You guys are destroying my average. Superheroes don't need good grades, Clint says dismissively, and Peter would agree with him. He would, but easy to say when you're freeloading off of Mr. Stark and don't need an actual job, he grouched, raising an eyebrow in a challenge. Clint spluttered. Look, I'm not a freeloader. I go on dangerous missions to... He paused and then sighed. All right, I'm a bit of a freeloader. A bit. Peter sounded dully unimpressed. A bit, Clint agreed, voice hardening and just daring Peter to say otherwise. Peter doesn't say anything, but smirks at Clint, as if that isn't twice as bad as anything he could say. Peter, Clint groans, and finally Peter cracks a smile, full and bright and laughing. All right. Peter pushes himself off the wall and flips, before webbing himself gently onto the ground. So what do you say we start bedazzling all of Natasha's shirts? Clint offered Peter a shark-like grin. I like the way you think, kid. He smirks. So do I, Peter agreed. He supposed homework wasn't that important. Oh, how he would regret that when he was still working on it at midnight.
I like that Peter still finishes his homework in these stories, even if it's way later. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for the other parts, and I'll see you tomorrow.